Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me. Real quick, my father-in-law handed me a chainsaw. It is a Stihl 021, just a little guy, but we're not getting any oil pumped to the chain. Thank God he noticed in time because the bar is still saved. We'll talk about that in a second, but day after Easter, I hope everybody had a great holiday up here in Western New York. It is about 39, 40 degrees this morning. It's early this morning. Wanted to get up and about and jump start on this. I wanted to talk about this a little bit. So, the Simple Man Pete, welcome back, everybody. Please subscribe and hit like. Really trying to make some fun out of this channel. Have a good time. Keep us posted. Lots more coming up this spring. Fishing and hunting and things like that. Tracker charters. We're going to get the boat out of the barn here in another week or two. I got to paint the bottom. I'll show you that. And then I think April 20th around, I think is our first charter. So we're ready to roll. But let's do this Stihl chainsaw real quick. Not pumping oil. First thing we're going to do is, let me get you down here. There's the chainsaw. Hope you can see it all right. There we go. That looks good. So the first thing you want to do when you're not getting oil is be aware of that and clean everything out. The first thing you're going to do is clean the channel of this bar. Like I said, it's a small bar, but there's ball bearings on the end here. And a lot of folks make a mistake of that. What you want to do is put something in the channel and push away from the ball bearings. Push away from it. The last thing you want to do is jam gunk and old sawdust and oil and all that up into these ball bearings. Keep it clean. So we've done that. My father-in-law did a great job of cleaning all that. Took a look at the chain. It's not in bad shape because it does move pretty freely. It's not jammed up, so it hasn't gotten too hot. So he's a pretty smart guy. He noticed in time that we're going to have a problem. So take the chain off, take the bar off, set it aside, and clean it up the best you can. You're going to get to this sprocket right here. This is what spins the sprocket that turns the chain. There's actually a little oil pump in there that is definitely the problem we're going to get to. This is your oil channel right here. The oil should be coming out of this little hole right here. And it kind of leaks out of there, and I'm going to show you the oil pump in a second. And then this line fills with oil because as you adjust your bar, this little hole right here lines up with that oil hole, and as you slide it back and forward, it stays on that bar. So I've already gotten into some of the hard work. I took this little pin off, little C-clip. You take this washer off. Don't lose any of this. Then you're going to take the cover off. I hope that comes off pretty good. That should come right off there. Why isn't that coming off? That should be popping off. I hope it's not dried on there. Come on. There we go. Now it's coming. Try not to monkey up them teeth. There it goes. That shouldn't have been that hard. Oh well, we're going to clean that out real good. That gunk around that is not good. Let me show you some of that. So we want, why it's all off, we want to get rid of all that stuff. See all that stuff? That's what's holding it on there. So we'll take that off. Now, we got a little, this is a little, oh boy, spindle bearing. That's a problem. We're going to have to order a new one of those. There's a problem right there. This little spindle bearing is coming apart. See that? That should be all together in there. I don't like that. We're going to order a new one of those. Okay. Now, there's a piston in here, and we need to take this nut off. This is a reverse thread. So it's opposite of what you think. So we're going to have to take this off. And in order to do that, because it's going to spin, your piston's going up and down. So I took the back cover off. Here's your little air filter. There's a spark plug cover. The plug right here, you need to take this plug out. So move this out of the way. undo your spark plug. I found my socket extender fit in the hole, so I want to prevent that piston from pounding up and down as I turn on it. So I'm going to put this in, put pressure on that, and I can unspin this. Now, that should come off. It shouldn't turn if I hold it. Here, I locked it in place, and it will come off now. Just like that. See how I turned it? It's now loose. Because I stopped the piston from going up and down. Now you can take this out, and this should spin right off. That's your sprocket. We're going to clean all that up too. I'm going to spray that with some good cleaner, get rid of all that gunk out of there. Lots of cleaning to do. Okay, so now we're into it. This right here, this arm right here, spins around, and I'll show you in a second. That spins in there. That needs to come off, and I'm going to show you that. We're going to replace that actually. Boy, I don't like that. It shouldn't pop out of there either. I don't like the way that is either. That can't come out. This needs to pop up. See how I just popped that up? That comes off. There's your worm drive. So, the threads on this worm drive spin. This actually gets caught like this. When you put this all back together, this gets caught in there like that. See that? And this turns with the motor. This spins around, and these threads engage this little oil pump right there. That's the oil pump. So as this is turning, the oil is getting pumped out of this hole through the little weep hole right here and into your bar, and that's what keeps everything lubricated. So I am going to replace the actual oil pump and this worm drive, which is buttered up a little bit. It's just old. It's stripped. This chainsaw is probably 30 years old. I think he bought this in the great ice storm of '91 when we needed to do a bunch of chainsawing. So I'm going to look into that. But there you go. That's the guts of how to get to the oil pump. And in order to take that off, I took these little plugs out. These little plugs were in 3 holes. We're going to go down in there. I think this is a T30. We're going to put a T30 down in there. Star head, star head, star head. Pull this handle back. And then I can get, there's just a nut that goes up in there. Again, I believe it's a T30. Pull that fuel pump out, or that oil pump out. Put a new one in. Put a new drive back in. Worm drive back in. Watch it spin around. Again, make sure that you line this up on that worm drive so it spins. There's actually a line on it here. It'll line it all together. I'm not happy with this. I don't like the way that was. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean everything up so I can have a good look at it. We're going to just clean it up, get all that gunk out of there, and then we're just going to reverse the process and put it back together. So, hey, I appreciate you guys joining YouTube today. Please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out. And we'll see where the Simple Man Pete goes. Lots more coming up this year for fishing. We got brown trout fishing coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. So check me out on Instagram and TikTok. The Simple Man Pete is the word. When you're on Instagram, oh, and that's on Facebook too. Instagram, I do have a store link on Instagram, Amazon affiliate. So if you want to check out my Amazon store, you go. I think you just get right through my Instagram right now. Just go to, I think it's Linktree in the profile, and check that out. You'll see the boots I wear. I got my salmon fillet knife on there, some sharpening thing, my AFCO fishing jacket, and other things to come. So right now I am going to clean that up. It's still early in the morning. I got to take care of my chickens back there this morning. It is April break. Most of you might know by now that I am a school teacher, so we're enjoying the break. Did not go away this year because we are new grandparents, my wife and I. So Little Macy Josephine is here. She's about going on 3 weeks old now, so we decided to stay home for April break. But otherwise, we'd be down in Lighthouse Point, Florida, fishing with Captain Matt. Captain Matt, shout out to you. I know you're out this morning. I wish I was with you, but next time. So I appreciate y'all joining me. For now, the Simple Man Pete. Again, subscribe, please. I appreciate you. Thank you. We're out.